Isolation Nation. We have footage right now from Ben. Rachel did kidnap him yesterday. We do have footage. She sent this note from him. I hope he's gonna be okay. It just says send brioche. So we know it's authentic. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We're happy to have you here, as always. And Ben, are you okay? Can you join us?
I am being treated very well, and I am happy here.
It sounds very convincing. We're so glad you're okay. Are you getting regular walks? Are you getting like exercise?
I have been allowed minutes every day to be to myself, walking freely.
Well, I think the worst thing is that Rachel's making you wear that hat. Anyway, if you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com, or of course you could super chat on the YouTube, throw on the Facebook stars, all that stuff. And Chris Barris is going to join us in a minute. He is not kidnapped. He is just in Toledo doing some shows. But he'll be joining us shortly. But ladies and gentlemen, Rachel, are you...
I am in an undisclosed location running from the law currently, and I've stolen a cat. So this is a cat I've stolen that doesn't like me very much. He just keeps like clawing and he's gone.
Yeah, because it's a cat.
So there's that.
Excellent. Ben, what happened to your computer?
Some reason, new computers, you'd think they'd be better. But remember how like old computers, second they'd be plugged in, they would just immediately power on. They would let you power on, unlike phones. Well, my new laptop does not. It's plugged in and it says plug in. He's made a little plug in icon. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm plugged in.
Did you like rip the outlet out of the wall? What's happening?
No, it's fucking plugged in, man. It's the outlet I run my lights on, my computer on. Some fucking, luckily I got some YOLO solo. There's a pool party at my house right now, by the way. I escaped from for this. Not even a joke. It's Carmel's birthday weekend. Her girlfriends are over. There's a pool full of, I'm drinking jungle juice, and there's a table full of candy. I just had several pieces of pizza. Everything's pretty good right now.
So wait, so Carmel's friends are there, and there's a pool, there's candy. Now we know where Bowers went. All right.
And that shows my dedication to this show, by the way.
Excellent. You hear that, Carmel?
Carmel?
We had a
this
fun
show's
overnight.
more important than your birthday.
we had a fun overnight game. I'm getting them right now. Bowers still wanted to send me his choices. So wow, that cat is defending your honor, Ben. That's what's happening right now.
It is.
Okay.
Thank you, cat.
So what's the cat's name?
Frankie.
Frankie Angles.
Really?
Frankie
Get her,
Angles.
get her,
sorry,
Frankie.
Honestly.
Get her, Frankie. She did bad things to me, Frankie. Get her.
I brought the tortilla blanket too. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's in the corner.
Oh, I can see it. Thanks for the traumatic flashback. But guess what, Rachel? It's not like I don't have my own revenge. Look what I got.
And you have my wig.
You better believe I have your wig.
All right, well, that definitely is revenge for being kidnapped. Stealing someone's beret and wig. Okay, so, overnight game. The overnight game was hashtag you will never hear me say. So, there's a whole bunch of them. Taminator had, I love getting interrupted while reading tips, Queen Rachel.
What's the
Ola
category?
had, let's eat at Arby's, Savannah Martin.
What's the category? Things you'll never hear me say?
Yes.
Great.
Nice hair, Ben.
Lola,
Lola,
realistic?
it's very realistic. Lola had, you hear that, Ben? Carmel. Diana had, I had a vegan hot dog for lunch, Chris Bowers. Similarly, Ashley had, I'll have the salad, Chris Bowers. And Jeremy had, my fellow Americans, it is my honor to be addressing you today as your president.
Fuck you, Jeremy, fuck you. I don't know where that one's going.
You didn't even have to hear the end to know where that was going.
No, I did not. No, I
proud
did
to
not.
read it.
And Kanye West is offended by it, and I will tell him you said that.
Yes, absolutely. That one was credited to Kanye West. We have a great game today, though. Also, today's game is pretty simple. Today's game is Ice Cream and Actor. So you take the name of any actor, actress, and make it ice creamy. Like for instance, Robert Rocky Rodinair. I fucked it up. What's a good one?
Wow, you suggested this game. I spent a long time trying to think of them. Couldn't think of shit, and you fucked up your own one you thought of. Say the way.
Yes. Okay, how
no
about
idea. I can't think of them.
Hallie Raspberry? Anyway, the point is take
For
any
raspberry ice cream for the famous raspberry ice cream.
raspberry ice cream.
More of a sorbet situation, but sure.
Hallie Raspberry sorbet. Okay, it's sorbet an actor or actress. The point is, the way you play is you can comment on any of our feeds, whether it is Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, any of those. You can throw in your comment. You can play for free. But if you want a chance to win our prize, which is all of the albums from our hosts, as well as a future ticket to the front row of Nowhere Comedy Club, or the future ticket to the front row of SDSC, and a future ticket to a Nowhere Comedy Club show, enter yours with at least a $5 tip, whether that is a Super Chat, Venmo, PayPal, any of those. You'll be entered to win, and we'll read those at the end. That's the way it works.
Really well succinctly said for a game that no one understands.
It's ice cream and actor. How hard is that to understand?
We get it. It's easy to understand. That's true, but I can't think of one. I hope
How
people
about
can think of
Antonio Banderas-Berry?
one.
All of mine have raspberry in them. That's what it's gonna. Every single one of them.
I love that.
I've run out already.
I love that. Oh wait, I wonder if this will work. Oh my God, hold on.
It's a glitch in the
I know
matrix.
Ben host. This is too many Ben as host.
I know, but I'm about to fix that. Oh,
So-
keep talking. I got an idea here.
I don't like this very much.
This is getting weird. Anyway, Rachel, we got anything to catch up on?
We do. So we had a late tip yesterday. Shaquille tipped the show $10 and said, "I'm hooked on Hofstetter and the crew like Pence on Trump's ass."
Well, that is quite a compliment, and holy shit, Chris Bowers just.
Hey everybody, great to see ya. So excited to be here. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. I had to do stand-up comedy across the street. A lot of people love my comedy. I'm a motivational speaker. I do motivational comedy. I show people how I'm dressed, and they realize they should never make my choices. It kind of reverse works. You know what I mean? Anyway, Queen Rachel, how you doing?
I'm disturbed, but well, thanks.
All right.
Wait, Rachel, what song is it that Disturbed did? What are they known for? Yeah, okay, just making sure you can still do that. Powers.
Yeah, buddy.
How's Dayton?
You know, it used to be good. But that's why I got married a bunch of times, because I don't like dating that much. It's hard to get someone to let you T-square. Once you get comfortable, you can just T-square real easy. T-square, get back to your pizza downstairs. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, but also I'm trying to figure out how in the fuck you're doing this with Ben's computer broken.
Well, it's a good question. Maybe Ben's computer turned back on, genius.
Excellent. Well, Ben, or Bowers, or both of you at once, if you'd like to. You want to introduce the front row?
Oh, I don't want to say what to do, Ben, but you know, you do what you gotta do. That time. Thank you, Bowers. I appreciate that so much. Very kind of you. Please join us, our video front row. Very excited to have you with us, you guys. I want to introduce now the fine people after I screenshot this. This is so fun. We've got Tam Brown, Wakanda Forever. Rest in peace for sure. Man, that was some sad news there. Chadwick. That sucks. Jessica Keibel joining us, drinking a delicious drink. Sean Ehrlich, Chris LaBelle, who will ask us if we can hear him for the first 30 seconds before he does his entrance later. August Gus Walsh, Hayden Graphics Lamaster, Brian Slivka coming to us from an after hours screen test. We will be back on the air in the morning. Frankie Angles dropping the last name like he's Shakira or Cher. M joining us. Lori Palminteri and Lady Corbin, everybody. Thank you for being. Oh, and Allie West, a late entry into the grid of our favorite people. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And if you have entries later, raise your hand so we know we got entries. You know what I mean? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Back to you guys.
Two things. One, Ben, we all know you were just trying to make a joke about the necklace and then accidentally brought up sad news. So that was nicely stepped through the minefield there. Also, I want to point out Gus Walsh has the Queen Rachel shirt.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah, Gus.
Look
I feel
at that.
so handsome.
I didn't even know our shirts shipped that quickly. That's
Promote
fantastic.
forever.
Damn.
I also do want to clarify on the game today. It was actually Ice Cream a celebrity, so they don't have to be an actor. They can be just somebody in the celebrity status.
All right. So Ben, now do you think it's a good game?
Yeah, now you can do stuff like Madonna and Cream.
Still could. She's an actress, but anyway.
What's the act?
Is she? Is she?
I mean, technically. But
I don't know. Everybody's ever seen Madonna and been like, "Oh, I love her for her acting." You know what I mean? But big fan, big fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also have two great comedians for you today as well. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Rojo Perez.
Robert.
Whoa, what up?
Holy shit, that is the bluest wall I've ever seen.
We finally got the right color.
Why is your wall so sad?
What?
Why is your wall so sad?
Nah, baby, it's a little too bright in here, Ben. I love how Ben got so excited when he came up with an idea. He's like, I got something, guys. Keep talking. No, I'm good.
We also have another first timer on the show, Lori Palminteri. Everybody, Lori Palminteri.
That's me. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, with no blue wall behind you. We gotta.
No blue wall.
It's good, so we can distinguish the two of you. That's really important.
Okay, so Lori during the front row was a mistake, but her camera turned on because we have a briefing pre-show, and it's not my fault.
By the way, Ben, the only way that you have ever been here is in time for sound check was as Bowers.
Fair enough.
Rachel, do we have anything coming in?
We do. So we had, let's get to it. There was one general that came in. Jesse Nelson tipped the show $10 and said, I posted a couple anti-Trump memes in my ultra-conservative hometown's Facebook group page, and I got absolutely wrecked in the comments. There's a scary amount of racists in my hometown.
Well, I'm guessing you weren't wrecked as much as yelled at, because they're not so great at their burns, other than crossing.
They're not as good as burns as Steve Hofstetter is just walking from the car to the store.
First of all, don't even need to get out of the car. That has absolutely happened on the road. I got to learn not to drive like this. It's very Rachel, we got anything else?
No, we're caught up.
All right, excellent. Should we get to a set?
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Very excited about this, everybody. We got a great comedian here who's going to join us. Very funny man. We performed together on the road. He's a great guy. Hilarious man. Rojo Perez, everybody.
Thank you, Bowers. Woo! Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming to see this. Another rough week for the whites. You guys can't even breathe right anymore. It is crazy. There was like 2 more cops got let go. There was a CEO who got fired last week here. I mean, I haven't seen this many unemployed white people since they integrated the NBA. Like, it's really rough. My favorite thing, I guess the funniest thing to me about COVID right now is COVID was able to do what our parents couldn't, just turn a whole generation into adults. like my text chains went from like sneakers and Instagram butts to like unemployment and positivity rates. Like, that's all we're talking about now. I'm actually in Puerto Rico right now. I spent the first couple months in New York, and I'm back home now visiting family. I don't know if anybody else. I spent the first 3 months alone, and I was like it got pretty rough. Like I started playing pranks on myself. Like I started putting boxers on just so my dick would think we had somewhere to go. Today, all right, today's a good day. Let me calm it down. Real quick. I'm in Puerto Rico right now for some family stuff. I came to help my grandma out. She broke a hip and she's like losing her mind. And I know what I just said, ladies. Try not to slide off your chairs. But I really came just to see what that will looks like. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can tell it's coming close. Like, the time's coming. Like I may not be her favorite grandson, but I'm definitely the last one she's gonna see. Like, do you know what I mean? I forget, dude. I've been in Puerto Rico now for about a month and a half, and I forget how comfortable people are here drinking and driving. Just how real loose it is. Like it's a real just like cell phone, keys, Heineken. Like it's a real just habit. And it's so like it's such a like Puerto Rico's the only place I've ever been to where you get bullied if you don't drink and drive. Like it's that level. I think it was probably Father's Day. I was down there and I was at my brother's house. It was like a brunch. We had a couple drinks. He was like, dude, what are we doing tonight? I was like, I mean, we're having mimosa. It's not even like a rager. But I was like, well, let's just stay in. We had a couple drinks. Let's just sit in for the night. He was like, oh, look who doesn't like to drink and drive. Look who likes to stay alive. How white of you. Like he associates safety with white, which is weird. And I was thinking about this. I'm impressed at couples that can last through this pandemic. Like, I think that's super impressive. Like, if you made it through all these months together, like, there's no nudes that are gonna fuck you up. Like, you guys are in it. Like, do you know what I like? It's a real commitment. Like, I was thinking about it because I was thinking about my parents. They did 35 years together. I guess I shouldn't say they did. Like it's a prison sentence. They were together for 35 years until my dad read the fine print. He was like, oh, till death do us part, I'm out. Yeah, that's a tough joke. I feel fine doing that joke because I know my parents there was still real love there. Like after 35 years, I know they still cared about each other because whenever my dad would walk out like around the house in his boxers, my mom would just try to like pinch at him and be like, let me get that. Like she'd just snag, she'd be like, who's that? Like she'd just like try to grab, like she'd never say the words because she was a lady. But do you know what I mean? But she would snatch it. Like that's not an unhappy wife move. Sure, it made breakfast weird, but that's still real love. That's beautiful, dude. That's dope. After 35 years, you're still grabbing in the cupboard, knowing you're gonna grab the same sad sack of crackers, and you're still like, my favorites. Like that. Dope. Guys, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Rojo Perez, everybody. Rojo Perez. Tip jar is open as always. If you want to tip, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat also. And Rojo, I apologize. I haven't been keeping up on the election. Who's the president of Puerto Rico now?
We're still waiting for that sweet paper towel money from Trump.
I gotta say, like when he threw out the paper towels, it was really insulting and stupid. But in March, we were all like, "Can we have paper towels?" There are none here.
Also, nobody talked about his form. Great follow through. Real solid on the wrist. He broke the wrist each throw.
Rachel, what do we got?
So we had a couple generals that had come in. We had Jeremy Day tip the show and said, Ben, just to clarify, if you were still running or if you ever decide to run again, you do have my vote.
Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that.
It's also fun to just look at the Bowers screen saying that in Ben's voice.
Well, I'm back, so Ben, you can be you again. If
Also, if you notice, I got a great new jacket. Exciting. You like that? Also, I think there's a Zoom bomber here. What the fuck?
Fuck you, Ben.
I don't know. I don't think he's the real one. I think that's the fake Bowers. Bounce him, Taylor.
Well, the filter's off now. The filter's off, Ben.
No, it was on. We're just on the other Ben right now. There's two.
Oh, shit. That's freaking me out. Okay, yeah, my bad.
And also, how the fuck am I wearing almost the exact jacket you're wearing? And I guess that shit. Guess that shit.
Hey, you know, you had a 50-50 shot. It's this one or the other one, right?
Well, and Ben definitely had to guess because he was not in sound check to see what jacket it was.
For that.
It was a good guess, man. I'm impressed with you.
Yeah,
thank you very much. How was your show? How was your set? I mean, how was your set, Bowers?
Actually went well. I added a tag to a joke. It went well, and I told a brand new joke that went well. So about 50 people. They were spaced every other table. They have the partitions up and took everybody's temperature and mass in and out. I think they're doing as good a job as you can do. So
partitions between audience members?
Yeah, like each row has a shield before the next.
Really?
row.
I've never heard of that for a club. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it.
That's awesome. It's like doing a set to a bank.
I kill at banks. I don't know if you've ever been to the bank with me, but tellers.
Well, also, it makes sense because after they see Bauer's set, they feel like they were robbed.
Yeah, even on comp tickets, they're like, not worth it.
Yeah. They're like, you want this in rolls of pennies, or how do you want this? Rachel, what do we got?
Yeah, so we have so far. Tam tipped Rojo $5. So thank you, Tam.
Thank you, Tam.
We had Technics tip Rojo 5 Canadian and said, you've got to be the last one Grandma sees. Sorry your dad read the fine print. Great set.
I like that all my money comes with sad notes. Just like, here's $5. Keep it out, kid.
Rojo, my folks were actually sentenced to 25 to life, and then at 28, you know, they got paroled.
Oh man, how they doing? They good? They happy?
It is amazing to me when people get divorced that long after they got married. Like, what happened 28 years in that wasn't happening at 23?
Okay, 28 years in, you don't know anybody else.
Yeah.
You're the last friend I got. I can't break this shit up.
At 28, at 28, you may as well just ride it out to the end. You're already there, basically.
Yeah.
You're married to someone for 28 years. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna live through all my prime single years, and once I'm old enough to not understand how dating works anymore, let's give this a shot.
We also had Matthew Plummer tip Rojo $5 for some paper towels and maybe some toilet paper if there's any left over. There's Dana tipped $10 and said, Trump wanted to trade Puerto Rico for Greenland. Puerto Rico may have been better off if it happened. Thanks.
That's true.
Trump just wanted to get free weed.
Trump just wanted to have a territory he could pronounce.
There's also, let's see what else we have. We had JLC tip $5 and said, Rojo, I hope you'll come back to cast your vote and bring your family and friends with you.
Yeah, baby, I'm definitely voting. Let's go again, Trump. 4 more.
Oh, God. By the way, Rojo, if you didn't laugh after that, you would have gotten no more tips. That would have been the absolute end of it.
Yeah, but they would have started a GoFundMe because we were mean to him and raised $275,000, which would have been.
We had Janet tip $5 and said, Rojo, here's some paper towel money.
Nice.
For a real shout out, by the way, to Puerto Rico. I spent a week there last year. It's so beautiful. Like, people need to go visit there. It is. I call it the cube of the U.S. It's so beautiful, and the culture is amazing, and the colors, and awesome spot.
Is that where you were running around shirtless and making everybody else be shirtless in the street?
No, that was Cabo.
That was Cabo. That was Mexico,
my
not part of
My
America.
bad.
That's cool.
I want to say, Ben, that's very sweet, but I can't take you seriously with this face.
Oh, is that face still
Yeah,
on?
like he's fucking with me.
Oh, it's been a week there. It was a lovely time. I'm gonna turn this off right now. Is that better? There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, no, Puerto Rico's awesome, man. It's so gorgeous, and the vibe, the colors, the bars, the dancing, the food. It was just next level. I loved it.
It's a good time.
Yeah, but weird thing was, Ben was actually just in Uptown Manhattan.
He was just in,
All right, there was also a couple more tips that had come in. So we had Jessica in our audience tip Rojo $20 and said, "You have a feisty abuela. Great set."
Thank you. Shit, for 20, we can hang out.
There was also some generals that had come in. We had Matthew Sorensen tip the show $20.
Thank you, Matthew.
And then Brandon Brock tipped $5 and said, "Did you know I can cut down a tree just by looking at it? I saw it with my own 2 eyes."
Oh boy.
There you go. Was that Jeremy? Was that Jeremy Day that wrote that?
No, that was Brandon Brock.
And then we also had Victoria tip Rojo $10 and said, "Be sure to have your grandma fill out that mail-in ballot before she goes."
Oh.
Yeah, and the will.
Yeah. We're caught up.
All right, excellent.
Can I tell you guys a funny story from last night? So
You
after
sure
the
can.
show, there's a wedding here at the hotel we're at, but they're doing it all outside, whatever. So there's like a bunch of people out there playing cornhole and drinking or whatever. So I just wandered over because I'm me and I'm talking to them. And I'm in the outfit I was in yesterday, which is that white coat and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was just talking to a group of people, I don't know, whatever. And there's, one cute blonde lady, probably my age, whatever. I'm just talking to them. And then as I'm walking by, this fucking dude playing cornhole goes, "Hey, Elvis, come here, man." And I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, "See that blonde?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's my wife." I said, "Okay, cool, man. I'm proud of you. She's cute." He goes, "No, I just wanted to let you know that's my wife." I'm like, "All right, man. Just wanted you to know that's mine." I'm like, "Do you think I can fuck your wife? What is happening?" No one thinks I can fuck anybody. This is great. Thanks for the fucking. But I think I'm gonna have to fuck her out of principal later. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Based on that guy's personality, yes, I think you can fuck his wife.
Well, I don't know.
If she said "I do" to that, yeah, you're fine.
Well, or he cracks her phone and he'll murder both of us. So there's.
Well,
that.
yeah, probably. Do you think he won her at a cornhole tournament? What the fuck is wrong with people like that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's not a Navy SEAL, so I don't want to talk too much shit to him.
Only positive is if he did walk in on you fucking his wife, he would just see a T-square happening, and you could just say, "No, I was just teaching her right-of-way laws."
I had a thing after a show once where someone came over to me and started talking to me, like someone who had just been in the show, and she was just asking me questions about like, is it difficult to travel so much? Like there was nothing flirty at all. It was like legit, like, "I'm curious about comedy and please answer these questions." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So then this guy comes over and just goes, "Want a cigarette?" Like real angry. And I was like, "No, thank you." And he goes, "'Cause you have a better chance with it." And I was like, "You wanted me to say yes to that line for the second line to work, right? Like, did this not work out as you planned?" And he was like, "That's my girlfriend." I go, "Do you remember paying $20 to see me like a half hour ago? Because I'm the same person that you just paid. You gonna be okay, man?" And then he just put his arm around her. I was like, "Okay, no problem." And I didn't even have a white sport coat on.
Tell me that he called you a douche and you sold him a T-shirt.
No, but his girlfriend had already bought one.
She's wearing that to bed just to spite him.
I just don't get the insecurity of that. Like that's utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't like because the point is, you want people to like your girl. That's the whole point of getting you want people to be like, oh wow, you got her. Like that's the whole point, I think, right?
Danny Giles has a great joke about that happening at a party. And
I don't think that's the whole point, by the way.
Yeah.
Make people jealous? You just date people to make people jealous? That's not what you do? Okay.
I don't think so.
Danny
It's a nice
Giles had a
side
great
note.
joke about the idea of like if he like someone doing that to him basically at a party, and him first of all feeling complimented, and second of all being like, if I'm all that would take your girlfriend to cheat, she's already cheated. Such a great bit.
I had a buddy once that was like, we couldn't go to the strip club for his bachelor party. And I'm like, why? He's like, my fiance doesn't want you to fuck a stripper. I'm like, your fiance thinks you can fuck strippers? Wow, she has way more confidence in you than the rest of us.
Rachel, what else we got coming in?
We are caught up, actually.
All
Okay.
right.
By the way, I really wanted on that pause to say "Cat got your tongue," and then you started talking.
No.
No. All right. Thanks.
Did you really hope that happened so your next line would work?
I did. Want a cigarette? It was the meanest way anyone's ever offered me anything.
Oh, wait, we've got something in. So we had an anonymous tip, $5 for the show on behalf of Channon TTCL in the YouTube chat. So thanks.
Well, thanks for doing that. Whoever anonymous did that.
It was me again. I just don't want to break it.
Yeah, Bowers just peeled some gold leaf off his jacket and handed it to this guy.
I literally, it's so weird how much those jackets match. I just Googled obnoxious tux jacket, and that's the first thing that came up. Swear to God, try it at home.
The first three results are me wearing that tux jacket. I'm actually in the picture.
It's like that scene from Spaceballs. It's a still from this show as it's happening.
Are we ready for another comic? Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. All right, coming up next. Met her a long time ago at Morty's doing Try by Laughter. Super funny. Very excited she's here. Give her funny. Lori Palminteri.
Yeah.
Every time.
Thank you, guys.
I fucked it up again. I tried slow. All right, Lori, how are you?
Thanks, guys. I am officially an alcoholic now, I believe, in quarantine. But I always was a boozer, though, right? Like, I remember one time I showed up to a family party. I wasn't in the mood to drink, and then everyone in my family accused me of beking pregnant. So to prove that I wasn't, I just drank a bunch of vodka. And then at the end of the night, I was hammered, and I was like, I think this is really going to hurt my baby. The last time I got blackout drunk was kind of funny. Because I woke up the next day. I had no idea what happened the night before, but I did have $13 more than what I went out with. And that's a fun little mystery, right? Because I either A, robbed somebody, or B, had sex for money. And either way, I am terrible at one of those things. And I don't know which bothers me more, to be honest with you. But I thought about it, and I realized that there's a third, even worse option. And that's if I robbed somebody. If that's if I had sex with somebody for money and robbed him at the same time and still only made $13. What I'm saying is I'm not good at business, so tip generously. I am single in quarantine, which sucks. I don't even know how to go back into dating at this point, because it wasn't really that easy before, right? Like now, when I hooked up with a guy, I had to use reverse psychology on him so that he'd use a condom. Right, it's the other way around. I always encourage using a condom, of course, but sometimes guys will try to be sneaky and get on without it. So now I'll be like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I do this all the time. No big deal. I don't want you guys to feel bad for me though. Like I don't want to be like, oh, I'm not an affectionate person. I'm not a vulnerable person. Those aren't good qualities to have when you're trying to have a relationship, right? Like this one time, my ex and I were watching a documentary about people who had lost their limbs, and he said, "Lori, do you still love me if I lost a leg?" And I said, I don't even love you with 2 legs. But I definitely, like, I messed up in my dating, right? Like, I did a really bad breakup last year, and what I'll do sometimes when I go with bad breakups, I rebound by hooking up with chicks. And I always tell them beforehand, like, I tell them what's going on. I'm like, look, still have strong feelings for my ex. I'm just trying to forget about him for a night. But if you tell that to a lesbian, get this really, like, crazy glint in their eye, and they're like, you're going to forget about that, men and all men. But this is how batty I am, because we hooked up, and then afterwards she was trying to cuddle me and hold my hand, and I was like, oh, what is this gay shit? That's not what I signed up for. Just started to realize that my friends aren't that smart. Not really a great sign that it took me this long to figure out. Like my one friend, she's a vegetarian, but she eats bacon. Then you're not a vegetarian, right? That's not how that works. You can't just occasionally eat our best meat. That's like me being like, I'm 100% sober, except for occasionally heroin. Just sometimes I love a little heroin. Same friend told me that if she could bring anybody back from the dead and have dinner with them, she would bring back Anthony Bourdain. I was like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want that. He has had all the best dinners with all the best people. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to have Chinese food on your futon. I'm not saying that I don't love that. I'm not saying that doesn't bring me joy. I'm just saying. Just trying to figure out ways to be happier, right? That's what anybody wants. I figure out, like, my favorite things to do. I love to read. I love to write. I love to nap. Those are my favorite activities. So I was trying to figure out how I could do that more often, and I was thinking I should just go to prison. That's it. I'll go live my dream. I try to find good news in the news, but that's kind of hard. But I read this. This is good news. A 105-year-old man just got his college diploma. Yeah, he's excited about that too, because he's gonna die for us to pay any of those student loans. All right, thank you guys.
All right.
Lori Palminteri. And with what's going on with colleges in the States now, everyone's going to die before they pay student loans. Anyway, very happy to have Lori on the show. As always, the tip jar is open. If you want to throw in, please do. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com, or, of course, you can super chat. Throw in, what was it, 13 bucks? Throw in 13 bucks for Lori. And also, Lori, I know we've known each other for a while. I just want to congratulate you on officially becoming an alcoholic, because I know you've been working at it.
I've been working on it real hard. This quarantine, it put me where I needed to be.
Yeah, it's nice. They send you a certificate, but it's not legible, so it's
Fair.
You know, I've decided that should be my foundation. You have the Martin Grant, which helps comics, before the COVID thing, that helps comics become professional comics. I could help people become professional alcoholics. Like, I could, if you're on the fence, I provide you $2,000. I want you to spend on alcohol to take you to the next level. What about that?
It would still be called the friendly shoulder.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's the opposite. Like, you give someone money, and you're like, but you have to spend this on booze.
Yeah, no, that's generally how I give people money. That's just how I do it.
Yeah. Just peel it off the jacket. Rachel, what do we got coming in?
All right, so far, Gus Walsh tipped $13 and said, very funny.
Nice.
And then Megan Begley tipped $13 and said, Lori, for your, quote, business. We also had Tam tip Lori $5. Matthew Plummer tip $5 and say, Lori, for your prison commissary fund.
We also had John just tip a case of cigarettes.
Dana tipped $10 and said, Lori, it's called an everything but bacon-tarian.
Oh.
It's funny. I tried to go vegetarian. I think after 3 days, I had a dream about bacon, and then I wasn't vegetarian.
I was kosher for like 25 years, and then I tried bacon, and I'm like, this is better.
We also had Technics tip $5.13 Canadian and said, Lori, fourth option. You found the $13 that night, or maybe you gave a cheap lesson in how to forget about men?
I think she found a 20 at the bar, bought a drink for $7, pocketed the money. That's my theory.
There's also Janet, $5. Lori, honestly, more alcohol money for quarantine.
All right, fair enough. I like it.
Jess, 26. Charge at least one double. Vodka and drugs cost.
Nice. I like that 13 just became Lori's lucky number.
I know.
We had a general. Jessica in the live audience tipped the show $13 and said, "Stop Steve from choosing the game."
Literally, I suggest games. Steve goes on 40-mile dissertations about why my idea is terrible. Steve suggests something. I'm like, let's do it. And up to you.
Ben's last game was write anything you want.
That's true. No, you try to pitch 6 words or less. 6 words or less, anything you want.
That was
Right now in the comments.
Hold on. The last game he suggested was write anything you want under 7 words. That was the game, anything at all.
Yeah, so please tell us in the comments if you would enjoy one time the game being you can get any thought you want read if it's 7 words or less. Would you like that or not like that? Who's right about that? Me or Steve?
How would you win?
What do you mean, how would you win? We choose
What do we vote on?
the best
7 words?
You choose the best statement.
Okay.
I mean, how would you win? Like there's some scientific process with these ice cream names? We just choose our favorite comment that makes us laugh the most or whatever.
Yeah, like if someone submitted, this game is ridiculously weird, Ben. 6 words, we'll win.
That's great. That's so fun. I also argued yesterday that the Fuck It Fridays should allow people to either put the word fuck into something or just fuck it up in any way you want. And Steve was adamant, this is impossible. People don't want it to be this complex. Let people live. Let them do their thing. I'm like, I think it's a game. I think we can open it up a little.
I think you were directly quoting me just then. I think that's exactly what I said. I said, let people live. Which, by the way, is under 7 words, so would have qualified for your game.
Under 7 words game is a ton of fun, and Tam Brown wrote in the comments, I would love to be able to 7 words. Taylor wrote, Ben, please come to sound check. There I win. I mean, there's lots of fun.
To be fair, YouTube is the comments in there. There's a lot that would like to play that. But then someone said, so basically it's Twitter?
Twitter where your tweet gets read aloud.
Ben, by the way, in the last month, Ben has invented eBay and Twitter. So nice job, Ben. You're killing it.
Thank you. And also, in fairness against my argument, Sean Ehrlich just put a very strong point in the chat saying, can't we already do that? We tip and Rachel reads what we wrote.
Yes.
That's what I said. How is that different from a general?
That is literally what Rachel said in the text to you, Ben.
I have Rachel blocked in the chain. So.
That's fair.
My next entry is I have Rachel blocked. Also under 7 words. Perfect.
That one loses.
Oh, damn it.
To get some more tips. Gary tipped Lori $5 and said, Razor, he said, you bring the limes, I'll bring the Cuervo, 1800.
But is that under 7 words? Does it count?
I'd like to re-argue for my game because, yes, you can always get your thing read, but you can't win a prize from saying the best, most creative 7 or less word thing.
We'll try it.
That's
try it.
We're going to do that game next week, Ben. I promise. We're going to do that game next week.
We also had Razor tip Rojo $5 and said, my grandma on my Hispanic side used to grab at my grandpa's sad crackers too. but she would do it while cooking breakfast, and she would use the tongs that she was using to flip the bacon at the same times. My sisters would all be like, ew, and I'd be telling her, isn't that grease a little hot to be grabbing at his huevos?
And see what happens when you disqualify things for using over 6 words? That was fantastic. We never would have gotten there.
True. And the sad thing, or the good thing there, rather, is that he never had to manscape. That's a positive.
Yeah, if they submitted the game, it would just say, Grandma used tongs, hot oil, gross dick.
Yeah.
How
The
fun
Webby
would that be, though? That'd be awesome.
The Webby Awards, I think, makes you do your acceptance speech in 6 words or less, and it's a real challenge to get things down. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people don't understand, don't appreciate my suggestions.
And you think you could do a single one that was less than 7 words?
No,
Yeah.
I would lose that game.
Yeah. Ben, you haven't entered any games in under 7 words.
But
wait,
you,
is
Steve,
Rachel
Bowers, and
down
Rachel,
for
7 words.
All right, I like Taylor. Just get Rachel. Please stop this. So we had a couple generals. So Z Bunster tipped the show $5 and said, "I like Bauer's jacket. Maybe that's the muscle relaxants."
Yeah,
Thanks,
they
Lon.
actually, that's what comes with the jacket.
Muscle relaxers.
Yep.
And I'm revealing to
Oh,
you guys
actually-
behind this. Go ahead.
9 times out of 10, when I buy these coats, there is a little cocaine in the pocket. There's always a little bag of cocaine in the pocket at the store, so that's nice.
Okay, that's the silica gel packet, Bowers. My God. I recognize anything that comes in jacket pockets very well at all.
Every
I've been
jacket I
snorting
buy
silica?
just comes with
Oh.
cocaine. What are the odds?
If you do buy a jacket like that from like a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, it definitely comes with cocaine.
That jacket, I can't tell if Bowers would like fit into a smuggle from South America drug ring, or if they would instantly be like, that's the guy who's the Fed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying I was smuggling drugs, like I was going to swallow a bunch of heroin balloons, which, you know.
No, those are silica gel packets. We just went over this.
All right, we also
Apparently, Bowers has the same rule about jackets as he does dating women. He's like, "Can you believe I got this one?"
On sale.
Solid
It
point.
says right on the packet, "Do not eat." Bowers like, that doesn't mean you can't snort it.
That was also my pepperoni. Is that what that is, my pepperoni? Because I snort that too. That's probably.
we also had Tam tip the show and said, "Anonymous. Be nice to." Nope, still can't finish that sentence. We had Gregory Russell tip $13 and said, "Overheard the other day, I'm a pescatarian now, but I still eat bacon." He said, "Just stop." Chris Level tipped the show $5 and said, "Bowers, I have to say you are looking much less orange than yesterday."
I opened the window, the drapes, or whatever. More natural light.
I think it's just in contrast to the jacket.
Tam tipped the show and said, "General, I grew up in a religion that restricted pork. When I finally gave that mess up, I was so pissed that Oreos weren't made with lard anymore, just on principle."
Oh yeah, when I started eating bacon, I sued my parents for child abuse. I was like, how could you not give this to me?
Yep.
By the way, if my mother sees this episode, she's gonna be so mad at me for telling people I eat bacon. You have no idea.
That's the mother who supported the weed episode.
Yeah, into that.
It was very uncharacteristic, Ben. That was extremely uncharacteristic. I was like, maybe she's using it for glaucoma now? Like, I don't know. I don't know why she's okay with this.
I've never met your mom, but I imagine she just looks like a giant email.
She's a
Oh, no, my
spreadsheet.
dad was part email. It's the other side. Yes, my parents are a sunburn and an email. That's how I turned out.
We also had Tesha Whitman tip the show and said, "Don't harp on Steve too much. He came up with Penis a Movie, which was one of our best games."
That's true. Yes, he did.
You said that's true, but do you believe that though, Ben? That was one of our best games?
Oh, I argued against that game and I was wrong. That was a very fun game and I stand corrected because I'm open-minded as to game possibilities and I learned that.
The penises of Madison County. Anyway, Rachel, what else we got?
Let me just make sure, but I think we're caught up.
All right, Bridget Jones's penis. What else do we have? It's my favorite game. It's such a good game.
I know.
Penis Jones Diary.
Indiana Jones, the Temple. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Temple of Penis. Walking across that last bridge proved more difficult than you expected.
Well, that was better than Indiana Jones and the Penis of Doom. That was a really difficult one. Also, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Penis. That one, he just went to a sex store. Bought it from the show. Okay, sorry, Rachel.
And you got real horny for the Penis Crusade. That was my favorite one.
All right, let's do the. Wait, hold on. So Renee tipped and said $25. Excellent sets, the whole show as always.
Thank you much, Renee.
And then Shika Dance tipped $5 and said, "I've watched almost all of Steve's videos. They're awesome. I'm also standing outside his window. I see you."
Oh, that took a turn.
I love that we glossed over that Steve has crystal dildo money. What, you buy crystal dildos? Jesus Christ, man.
That's actually Facebook stars. That's what they pay you in. When you get Facebook. They just mail you crystal dildos. We still don't know the conversion rate yet.
Crystal Dildo's Bauer's first wife's name.
That was her stage name, Ben. Her real name was Anna. I didn't know that till 2 years in. We were already married when she told me her real name. That was probably a bad sign.
We're also totally going to dildo a movie at some point, right after we do Ben's 6-word game.
Yes. And also, Bowers was touched, though, after the marriage when she did get brought up to the stage for the next 6 months as Dildo Bowers.
We had a request, so Matthew Plummer tipped the show and said, "Leedy, may I humbly request a Bowers snorting pepperoni?"
I love the beginning of that sentence, how fancy that is. May I humbly request the snorting of the pepperoni?
And Brandon Brock tipped the show $4 and said, "I miss Morty's comedy joint, Damn Panera."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we miss it too, but
In fairness, their
I'd probably be dead if it was still open, to be honest.
You'd probably be dead?
Yeah, I drank a whole lot when we owned Morty.
You probably drank a whole lot and then turn around and be like, "Who's drinking all of our alcohol?"
I knew it was me.
By the way, Ben, as someone who helped deal with inventory, yes.
You didn't help with inventory. Fuck you.
You don't know. You were
sent
drunk.
out emails,
Shut up.
you dick. Tony did all the work. You sent out emails. Don't act like you were fucking at the club doing shit. Oh, my God.
I did love whenever I would play Morty's, how nice you guys were. You would always buy me dinner from wherever I wanted. But also it was because you would say, the food here is terrible, so we'll get you food from elsewhere.
I didn't say the food was terrible. You wanted strip mall sushi and then bitched about it. So I don't want to.
I did not bitch about the strip mall sushi. It was delicious.
Okay, well, good.
Did I bitch about the strip mall sushi?
Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was another comic. There was a couple comics that would eat the sushi next door and then complain about it on stage the whole time. And I'm like,
I was incredibly grateful about that sushi. I loved it. I had a date at that sushi place one time. A little much info. Sorry.
You go on dates on the road, Ben?
No, I never had. This was the only time I'd ever gone on a date on the road, and I told the girl, this is the only time I've ever taken somebody on a date on the road, and she didn't believe me, but it was true, and it didn't work out well. A lot of drama. I'm gonna get high, by the way, because we raised whatever dollars today.
Yeah. Ben was like, "I never, ever, ever have ever had a date on the road ever, but we got to end this quickly because I also have a 6 o'clock." So.
All right, I think we're ready for the game.
All right.
Let's do the game.
Oh, that's my womb mate behind me, guys. My twin brother. He's letting me
Oh.
stay at his for the day.
Can we meet twin Rachel? Oh my God. Bring him over.
This is my twin.
Oh my God, I see it.
Oh yeah.
We're identical. That's
Now,
what-
are you able? Hold on. Did you get all the ability to pronounce stuff?
I'm really bad at pronouncing things on the show.
What
Do you know the Harry Potter character that starts with an H? It's a female's
Harry?
name.
Oh.
No.
She said Horry. It was real sad.
Ah,
I called her
What do you
Hermione.
call her?
Hermione. Rude. He has
He
kids,
just
that's why I know.
did he just
forgot all the
untwin
degrees.
you?
I got the brain.
I see where you get. You guys have the same eye roll. That's amazing.
Can we see what it sounds like when he says, "We sure do"?
I don't know.
Can you say, "We sure do"? Yeah, we got some generals coming in.
We sure do. Yeah, we got some generals coming in.
You don't need to do an accent.
Well, how do they want me to say it?
I say it very like we sure do. Like,
We sure do.
I don't know what.
Just
Kentucky
use
coming
Your
out?
sister's from Georgia. Why are you doing her voice like that, bro?
your
Kentucky.
mistake. Your first mistake was enthusiasm.
Oh,
You went wrong.
that makes sense.
You also did what Ben asked, which doesn't happen.
Can you flip them off?
What?
Can you just
I would
flip
never
one of
do
these?
that. I'm not-
This is such a. He's respectful. This is a very beautiful moment, though, getting to know you and a rare glimpse into your personal life. Also, on our website, you can get these mugs. Available for sale now.
Wow, perfect callback.
Nicely done, Ben. Callback from 3 weeks ago. Beautifully done.
All right, we had a couple more things to catch up on, but then we can get to the game. So we had Shika Dance tipped $5 and said, "Do gingers have souls?"
I'll tell you if you tip 8.
And then Brandon Brock, $5. I remember buying the sit on stage bonus for the Your Tour show at Morty's a few years ago.
Yeah, that was. I used to do this thing at shows sometimes where people could like buy tickets to sit like right on the stage, as you know, the most like VIP of VIP seats. And then one person bought them and wouldn't shut up, and I was like, I probably should have thought this one through. So we stopped doing that one.
Yeah, well, Steve did it just in an attempt to get some talent up there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. No, he just wanted the hecklers to be
Nicely
more
done.
prominent in the video. If you can see it.
If the people could see the hecklers.
There was also one where the husband was a big fan and the wife wasn't, and he bought those tickets to surprise her, and she was not happy about that at all.
That's hilarious.
People on stage with you, what is this, the Fantasy Springs Improv?
Funny story, Ben. So
By the way, that was a great Rachel impression. Holy shit.
I gotta say, this is the second day of an inside joke between me and Rachel, and I regret it so much.
he gave me a suggestion on like how to call the floor, I guess, when I want to like just take over from you guys, and I'm only directing it at him now.
Yeah. Feel free to insult us when you take the floor, and she's just been twice right against me very hard.
It's called a no and, Ben. She's doing no and.
No, and.
Megan Begley tipped the show $5. Matthew for Rachel's brother's phone number.
Oh.
Hilarious. Beetle Greg, £5. Have any of you ever burned a heckler so bad you apologize to them after?
Nope.
One time I made a British man's father cry, and in the lobby afterwards, they're like, but my puppy's crying, and he's an older man, and I'm like, yeah, he needs to toughen up a little.
You just be like, and that's why we won the war.
I've never had a heckler, so I don't know what that's like.
See, once you get people in the crowd of your shows, sometimes some of them are laughing.
I get that. No, when you do a show with 10 people, you see them all, so no one wants to yell at you. I get what you're saying. It's a solid point. So once I get 20,
Yeah.
25
Also, people don't have as much time to heckle, and it's only 5 minutes.
We're not talking about sex. We're talking about comedy, Steve. Come on, I'm a middle. Be a dick.
Do you think you'd have larger audiences if they weren't all blinded by the jackets?
Actually, I'm huge in the blind community, which is weird. I don't know. Every time I go somewhere, they.
You're huge in all communities.
Oh.
Oh shit. By the way, Ben, also the jacket helps him draw because that's how the planes land.
It's like a bug light for drunk people. It's fucking great.
All
Are we
right.
caught up, Rach?
Last one. Chris LaBelle, $5, and said, Bowers, I used to work at Buckle, and when you said that's where you got a lot of your clothes, I couldn't help but feel responsible. I'm so sorry.
By the way, Bowers, that apology is to us.
And you know what? We're caught up. Let's do the game.
Let's play this game.
All right. So the game today is make a celebrity an ice cream.
In 6 words or less.
Celebrity. These are some of the unpaid that I liked. We had Raz, Orlando Blue Bunny,
Nice.
Andrea Gordon, Strawberry John Cleese Cake, and Greg Murphy, Ralph Pistachio.
I like that one.
Oh,
Okay,
Ben
so-
hated the game.
Steve just jumped on one mildly good one to really claim victory.
Hey, 3 mildly good ones.
All right. So these are the ones that, starting with the live audience, these are the ones that we're going to be voting on. So comics, you'll have a vote too. So please think about or remember your favorite one. So let's start with Brian Slivka.
All right, let's see. This one's sort of tough. First one I have is Raspberry Manilow.
Ooh, great.
Berry ice cream, it's a hit.
The best ice cream.
The second one, I think maybe only Steve will get, but Orange Sherbet Blyleven.
Oh, shit. Blyleven, that is. You could have gone Lancaster. You could have, but I like it.
Blyleven's great.
Also, the only way we can save the plausibility of this game is if at the end of the episode, Steve unveils that at sdscshow.com we're now selling raspberry ice cream.
The third one that I have is one that probably not a lot of people will actually consume. It's Salted Caramel Gibson.
Salty, that's for sure.
And the last one is Cookies and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's a good one.
Those entries were a giant middle finger to Ben. Those were great.
Let's go to Sean Ehrlich.
So I have 2. The first is Pepperminty Driver.
Nice.
And the second is stretching the definition of celebrity a little bit. Vanilla Bean Glebe.
Listen, I don't disagree. Vanilla bean's a lesser known flavor.
Let's go to Jessica.
Hi guys, I have so many. This was so much fun. So the first one I thought of was Henry Fudge Sickler. Come on, Henry Winkler, guys.
We got it.
And how about Dairy Queen Rachel?
Dairy Queen Rachel.
Nice.
Just froze
Dairy
during
Queen
you
Rachel.
saying that, but it was good.
Okay, how about Neapolitan Dynamite? Mike Briers. Anita Turkey Hill.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
How about Carl Hagen Dazs? Too smart? What? Carol Baskin Robbins. I can't believe no one got for me. And then I saved my favorite for last, which is 31 Flavors Flav, because I think it's Flav.
Oh.
Did I say it right?
It's Flav.
That was good. 31
Is
flavors
it
flavors.
Flav?
Perfect.
31 Flavors Flav. Tell my
Like it.
daughter. I'm going to show her this. I'm right, bitch.
Yes. Also, Jessica's answer is brought to you by that bitch Carol Baskin's candles. If you're looking for Made by that bitch Carol Baskin. Try that bitch Carol Baskin candles. Jessica, back to you.
And my handmade Embrace the Suck shirt.
Oh, I love it.
They're not
That is
very.
cool.
You guys could do better. I could show you how to make them nicer.
Ooh, I love that.
Right?
That's like a high-end fashion item now.
No, it is now because I cut it.
It looks really cool. No joke.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That would be a good game. Destroy an SDSC T-shirt.
Comedian destroys T-shirt.
All right, let's go to Tam.
I have Kevin Maple Bacon. Kirsten Bluebell.
Nice.
Nice.
Sylvester Coldstone.
Nice.
Katie Black Cherry. And Johnny Dippin' Dot.
Ooh, good. Johnny Dippin' Dots was good.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Chris Lebel, and yes, we can hear you.
All right.
Love that he goes for
Chris, I
a
can't
Frankie
hear you.
Angles kind of angle, but also with a incredibly bright sunlight behind him, so it's to create a tunnel where you couldn't possibly see him.
This is such a great episode. All right. I've got green Tiance ice cream. Leonardo da Cappuccino.
Nice.
Kevin Tart.
Nice.
My favorite one, chocolate cream pie Kardashian.
Nice.
Good entries, man. Love it.
Awesome. Thanks. Let's go to Hayden.
All right, I have another Steve-focused one. I had Tillamook Betts.
Nice.
I had Vice Presidential nominee Kamala Harris.
You hear that, Carmela Harris?
I had a political comedian and host of the Late Show, Stephen Sherbert.
Nice.
Leedy.
I have Galga Cookie Dough.
Yes.
Dwayne the Rocky Road Johnson.
Nice.
Oh, how did I miss that one?
Vanessa Fudgen.
Holy shit.
Coffee Onse. And Justin Timbercake.
Hey.
Those are good ones.
Good.
Let's go to Gus.
Hey,
Gus.
I've got Ben and Jerry Stiller.
Holy shit.
Have Drake. Lady Bagaga Split. and for my main man, chocolate chip cookie. Oh wait, shit! I fucked this up. Wait, no. Oh, wait, I fucked that up. Never mind. I take that back.
You guys don't deserve this one.
All right. Frank or Marissa, do you guys have any? No. Okay, perfect. So these are the rest of the entries. Jeremy Day. Sure, Bert and Ernie?
Nice. Great actors, my favorite.
Good. That's a good one. There's some good answers, I will admit.
Jeremy Day had Eddie's Murphy.
No. Eddie's the kind of ice cream, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Okay. Didn't know that.
Jeremy Day had Mike Briers.
On that last entry, in the future, if you could please give us a list of written rules and background info we could read before we heard the answer, might really help.
Jeremy Day had Vanilla Ice Cream.
Nice.
Ashley D had C. Al Pacino.
What?
They're obviously talking about the famous ice cream flavor, Sea-Ow.
Cal?
No
Cal?
idea.
Harry?
Cal Pacino.
Cal Pacino?
it's Al Pacino, but it's C first, and then maybe it's
Oh.
like cappuccino.
Oh, my favorite flavor.
Cappuccino. It's cappuccino. That's what it is. Yes.
Oh, Cal Pacino.
Cal
Pacino.
My favorite flavor is my own ice cream. See how pachow bow. See how pachow bow. Oh, I love mint. I love raspberry and see how pachow wow. Oh.
All right, we had an anonymous one on behalf of Jeremy's entry. Peanut Buster Parday.
What?
We had Randy Longmire. Cookies and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
We already had that one. That's already my vote.
I know, but I love it. He had it too. So we also had, let's see, Alistair Vanilla Blandstetter, the one with the red top.
I think that's a shot at me.
We had Brandon Brock, Dane Cookies and Cream. And Natalie Renee, Al Cappuccino Chip.
Nice.
Now we got it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't forget to see how. Imagine Al Pacino walking into a fucking ice cream place, totally removed from reality. Sure, I'd love a 2-scoop. I see how, but how now? And a bandana.
We're done with game entries.
All right, let's vote.
Go, let's vote. So I liked a bunch of them. I liked the Bly Levin was good. Cookies and Cream Abdul-Jabbar. But I think I'm gonna go with Gus with Ben and Jerry Stiller because it works for both people and it works. I like it a lot. It's a double entendre. That's what I'm going with. Lori, what was your favorite one?
I'm gonna go with Carol Baskins. Baskin Robbins. Carol Baskin Robbins.
Cool. Rojo.
And Ben and Jerry's good, but I'm gonna go with my girl Tam. Sylvester Coldstone.
All right. Cool. Rach.
I like the Gal Cookie Dough, Vanessa Fudgen, but I'm going to go with the Cookies and Cream Abdul-Jabbar.
All right.
All right, this is anybody's ball game right now.
Gal Cookie Dough is so good how it gets in and goes back and comes back in. It's so good. But I also love Cookies and Cream Abdul-Jabbar so much. But I have to, for my vote, agree with Bowers. It was perfectly written and in honor of the late Jerry Stiller. Ben and Jerry Stiller.
Some of these were incredibly good, Ben. And I mean, Sherbert Bly Levin was a lot of fun. I really like that. I really did like Cookies and Cream Abdul-Jabbar. His original name, of course, Lou Alcindor Pacino.
I'll have a Hulacino.
But I gotta go with Ben and Jerry Stiller. It's too perfect. It's both of them in one. Nicely done. That is the winner. Claim your prize. Go to sdscshow.com.
Very cool. Nice work, Gus. Comics, you got any?
No, I was too involved thinking about theirs.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Rachel, you got any?
No, I don't.
I don't either. Ben, did you play or did you boycott because you decided it was stupid?
Steve, how many you got?
I got 5 or 6.
I have 7.
Yeah, you hate this game. You only have 7.
Yep.
Go first, Ben.
7 entries or less. That's the game.
The first one, Tom Hanks, butter ice cream.
You know what? Now I'm starting to hate the game. Go with Paul Rocky Rudd.
Hey, Steve, hate Ben. Don't hate the game.
Goddamn Powers. That was good.
Don't make that a fucking shirt, okay?
That's a perfect shirt.
Definitely not a shirt.
Don't hate the game, hate Ben.
It's definitely a mug.
Oh, yeah, hate Ben. Don't hate the game.
This group of assholes brought to you by that bitch Carol Baskin. She has a camera. It was my turn?
Yeah.
I've got Daniel Day lemon ice cream.
I'm gonna go with Jack Lemoncello.
Arlen Brando got really big because he loved ice cream.
Or Marlin Cookie Dough.
I'd like to enter See How Chino.
I can't beat that. How am I gonna beat that? I have Betty White chocolate.
I've got Paul. No, man, I don't want more dressing. I'm at an ice cream place. I'll have a 3-scoop banana, please.
Weird. I had Paul New Man. I would like some ice cream. No, I did not have that. But I did have Halle Berry Garcia.
I've got Hannibal Lecter vanilla. And no, Steve, I'm aware that Hannibal Lecter is not an actor but a fictional character created by an actor, but at the same time, I think it plays.
All one entry?
One.
Yeah, that whole thing
Is it
was
too late to change my vote? And then my last one is George Clooney-Apolitan.
I just censored.
He's out.
I just censored a really fucked up one. And
Denzel Washington of ice cream, please.
Christian, bales of ice cream, please. I love ice cream that much.
That you wanted in bales.
Bales. Absolutely.
All right, are we done?
We finished 5 minutes ago.
No, I got one left. Humphrey Bogart. Remember the yogurt places? You remember?
Jesus Christ. I think we should show Lee's artwork before we go and do all the plugs and stuff.
Yeah,
so Lee,
agreed.
let's go to Leedy now.
Here is See How Pachow Bow. Here's that one tipper that's probably outside Steve's window.
I actually just looked. There are 2. I'm terrified.
Here's Rachel's brother mistaking the prompt, but it was still amazing. This one, I don't know why I didn't color it in, but it's Steve and his mom. Here's Lori, just living the life in jail. Here was just the wig on the hat. Here's Rojo's Heineken joke. Villain Rachel with the cat.
Truth comes out. That's amazing. Bowers, that's your new profile picture.
No, for sure.
That's most excellent.
Here's Trump's good form. I would have spent longer on this drawing, but I didn't feel like it.
Really good.
I don't
Very
think I
sassy
need
look
to
on his
draw
face.
well. Yeah.
By the way, I just realized that Bowers answers to Elvis.
Not the first time I've been called Elvis, my friend.
Should be on your bio. Write anything.
And last but not least, this was such a good suggestion.
What is that he's snorting?
Pepperoni.
Brony.
Oh my God.
You guys need to suggest more.
Oh, that's great.
Love it.
Yo, we're doing a silica gel party at my house tonight.
I got 3 new jackets, so I got all kinds of gel. Let's go. All right, we did it. It's time to say goodbye to the comics and get the figure where they're going to be out next. Lori, where
Oh, wait, hold on. I just have to repeat the sentence you just said. Time to say goodbye to comics and to go around Herbert. Hold it well. Let's come on.
It's like he's still hosting at Morty's.
Ladies and gentlemen, guy, your brother's worked his whole career for this moment. He can't wait for this intro on the show for 100%.
Based on that mumble, his hotel accidentally just delivered him a bowl of cow chow bao ice cream.
Lori,
every night in my house.
Lori, give us your plugs. Where do we find you on social media and stuff?
Sure. You can find me on Twitter at Lori Palminteri. I have a podcast, my writing partner, Scary Monsters Podcast, where review horror movies, and I post blogs every week and jokes. So yeah, check me out at Lori Palminteri.
Very cool. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for coming on, Lori.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Lori.
Hey guys, you can find me Rojo Perez on all the socials, a few Z's. I'm actually headlining a show here on Monday for Nowhere Comedy Club, and whatever money I make, I'm donating it to the Milwaukee Freedom Fund. So that'd be dope if you guys jump that. And if not, I'm in Dallas next weekend in person.
That's awesome. Also, I love that, Rojo, you were like, I'm next. I'm just going to skip Bowers' intro.
I'm trying to get this going, baby. It's time to start drinking.
Also, look how well framed Rojo's frame is. It's like that is set design right there, dude. Perfect, clean lines.
And just like Ben, he has one fan.
There it is. Boom.
I don't got just one fan. I got only fans, and it's a good time. So visit me and the vintage ladies every night. Only fans.
You can go to Ben's OnlyFans where he does sex acts in 6 words or less.
How many more do you need, baby? Hello.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks, Rojo. We appreciate you being here. Good luck. Go to his show on Monday. That's going to be great. NowhereComedyClub.com. Check out those tickets at Bowers Comedy. And if you want to be, we've got a show at 8:30 at the Funny Bone in Toledo. So if you happen to be within 12 minutes of me, come over. Check it out. Ben.
I am doing this show every 4 times a week. So check me out here. SDSshow.com. We do it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Fridays and Saturdays. I often forget on Saturday that we're doing the show because it's a Saturday midday and I'm about to be in the pool and I'm like, oh my God, I have a show. And I dry myself and I hang my bathing suit right there on the little hook in my shower. And then I do the show and then I switch back like a Spider-Man right back in. And then I'll be on September 5th at Nowhere Comedy Club, Glebe off the top.
Wow, I don't know how.
Someday I hope to be invited to your house, Ben.
Yeah.
Steve.
Irish, you're breaking up.
As for me, I have my birthday show coming up. It's September 11th, unfortunately, but at the Nowhere Comedy Club, I'm going to be hosting a show with a lot of my favorite comedians. I have confirmed an insane special guest, someone that I think my fans would want to see more than anyone I've ever had on a show before. So
yes, I agreed to do a set.
Also, Ben's on the show. And so, Ben and Bowers are both on the show, as well as, like I said, an insane special guest, surprises throughout the night. So please pick up your tickets for that show.
Cool.
It's going to be a fun night.
All right, audience, thank you so much for being here. We love you. You are the lifeblood. We will see you on Tuesday. Rachel, got anything to catch up on before we get out of here?
Yeah, we do. So we had one, Dave Eisner tipped the show and said, how could we forget Cold Stone Steve Hofstetter? So that's it.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll see you Tuesday.
And I got to go run and button up this show across the street. So I will see you guys on Tuesday as well.
All right. And as for me, I had a little gift to you all. So if we could just take a moment. This is now available in the SDSC store. And on the back of the mug, here you go. So
I want that mug. I want that mug so much.
It really is in the store. 100% is there.
That is so dope. It's like beautifully designed. Talk about simplistic, simple design. I want that mug.
Hell yeah, we're gonna get you one of those mugs, Ben. Thank you so much, everybody. As always, an absolute pleasure. Happy to be with y'all, and we'll see you in a couple days.
And thank you, everybody. Another really a wonderful, and I guess to leave you today, I just want to say, oh no, wine on berry, our favorite time.
Fuck you, Ben.
Every one I go, I know. Oh, and the strawberry, Isolation Nation. Oh, I'm barely getting horned up.
Do you taste that, Carmel?
That's a powwow.
Ooh, berry.